Welcome back. Of course, as we earlier said in our intro, we talked about the Cairo International Festival for Arab Children, headed by Dr. Dalia Hammam, announced the launch of a writing competition in its second session, which is divided into two competitions. The first is the theatrical and the text competition for children also, which bears the name of the late Egyptian writer Ahmed Mahmoud Naguib, and the short story competition also, which bears the name of Egyptian storyteller Abdel Fattah Sabri, as well as a competition theatrical essay drawing competition. And the first round of Cairo International Festival for Arab Children was named after the star Fuad Al-Muhandis, the comedian, and was held from November 20th to the 23rd of the year 2023, and that was also headed by Dr. Hammam. And the festival is held under the auspices of Fatah Arts and Culture Association in cooperation with the Department of Gifted and Smart Learning Directorate of Education in Cairo. And we're very delighted, I'm delighted to be joined here live in the studio by two young stars who did a wonderful play. We have with us Omar Wael. He's an actor, and he won the first prize in acting All My Sons play by Arthur Miller. And we also have Malek Mageed. He's an actor, and he is the director of the play All My Sons for Arthur Miller, and he won the third prize in acting the play. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning to you too.
Shall I start with the director?
Sure, let's start.
So you are the one who had the idea first?
Yes.
It struck your mind, and you wrote the script, or you shared writing the script?
That script was written, it was a drama, All My Sons, but we had to rewrite some scenes to work with us. Yes. Because
To
our
modernize
culture.
it.
Yes.
So why did you choose for Arthur Miller? Do you read for Arthur Miller?
Well, we had it in school.
In our curriculum, and it was kind of a cool story because it made us really think about the past and now our thinking, and that's why we chose it. Especially because we all studied it, so we already had a background in it, and so it was kind of like a hit, like the perfect play to act out.
Right. Arthur Miller also, as a writer, he has so many attractive novels and I mean short stories that he wrote also, and he was popular for his own style of writing. A Long Hot Summer, and he has so many Streetcar Named Desire and all that. So why in particular did you choose All My Sons? The question is for you, Malek.
While reading it, I came upon the second act. It had so much drama and so much tension between the father and the son. So while reading it, why not act it out? It was such a marvelous scene. Okay? And Arthur Miller has a way to get a comedic scene into the drama. Like there's a specific character, Lydia. She's the comedic relief of the whole play. She lightens the mood, you know. So yeah.
So moving on to you, Omar, you are an actor inside this play, and what exact role did you play?
I played the father, who is the hero of the play, and ends up actually dying at the end. The reason why I chose Keller, the father, is he kind of seemed more of like a guy who kind of hides his feelings more just so he can get a burn of money. For some reason, evil characters fit me more, so that's why I kind of chose him. It felt euphoric in a way. Like the character seemed to fit me better than any other character. Like I tried Frank, who is the neighbor, and he was more of like a funky kind of guy, but he didn't fit me. And so we kind of like hobbled off different characters until I chose Keller, and that was the one that made me win first place.
So tell me exactly what attracted you in that character. You said a very important phrase. You said that it fit you better than any other character. Did you where exactly did you see yourself in that particular character?
I saw myself in that character as, I think Keller was more like I wouldn't say a diehard, but more of like the way to explain it is more of like a tough man. A man who can handle himself in any situation, really. Because I'm a war general, and it kind of kind of fit me that I just wanted that mindset. The mindset where I built myself from the start. I made my own company. I shipped planes to the U.S. Army. I'm a tough man who built his own family and built his own life. It kind of felt like what I was dreaming of, and that's why the character kind of attracted me. It was like a magnet in a way.
So you were attracted to the role, and that's
True.
why you chose it, and you had passion while you were acting
Yes,
it.
incredible.
Now, moving again to Malek, probably with that strong phrases that Omar used, you had to rewrite another script from the original novel or the story. Tell me exactly what changes did you make in order to make the lead role that Omar performed more intense, more appealing to the viewers, and also so that it could suit him better. He's your friend probably, and you wanted to make a kind of a match between his real character and the character inside the play.
Well, first of all, when we first started, I watched the movie and I watched the play. There were two different scripts. Of course, it differs from movie and to play, because on stage you have to move so much. So I kind of mixed them both, and we also worked on his personality. You know, Omar is kind of a serious guy, and Wael Keller is also a serious guy, so it was kind of a match, you know. So we had various scenes that we had to change, that we had to fit us.
To cope with the stage.
Yes. That's, I think, everything about the script.
I'm really surprised and amazed and in full admire of the way you think, the way you hold your ideas together, and how you come up with new innovative ideas in order to put it in classic ones. Like you chose to do the play, so you had to change. Let me talk about the setting.
Yes.
So you are the director,
Yes.
and you worked on the setting, and before we go on air, you talked about working on the setting. You said you changed some things in the setting also, not also in the script, but also in the setting. Talk to me about working on the setting.
Well, we worked on the set all by ourselves. We made everything from piece to piece. We made the house. We actually made it from cartons, and we got it. It was kind of the best match for us because it was only a one-place play. Like it was a one stage, one set, the garden of the Keller's house. So.
But it had different scenes.
Yes, different scenes, but
But
the
with
same,
with only one setting.
singular place.
same backdrop, same set, everything. Yes. So, just that, you know.
The atmosphere was kind of built mostly.
Let me move to you, Omar, and talk about how you were empowered and supported by an entity like UNESCO. So this all happened under the supervision and authority of UNESCO. And I'm really in full amazement about how UNESCO is empowering youth and people at your age to be able to explore their their hobbies, their talents, and bring out the best in people like you. Talk to me about how UNESCO have empowered you people to come out with a play like that.
After our first play, like the first time we made All My Sons, UNESCO reached out to a bunch of actors and a bunch of us to kind of redo it again. And it wasn't like 1 or 2 schools, it was like 20 plus schools that did the festival. And UNESCO was kind of close to that festival. And so after the festival, they got people from around every single part of Egypt. Like from every single part, from the south and the north and the east and the west. And we gathered up in Al Fayoum for like
A camp?
the camp.
Oh.
And
It
they
was
taught us
under
about
the
it.
authority of...
UNESCO's. The workshop was under the operation of UNESCO, and it was under supervision by them. They taught us how it was a workshop to tell us the difference between women and men, and there was no difference, and how wages are now starting to get better.
So the topic of the camp or the topic of the seminar that you held was the gender equality.
Yes.
True.
So what's your idea about gender equality? Do you really, do you have I mean, you have plans to be able to delve into this topic of gender equality, because it is very encouraging. I mean, I'm in full admiration. Not only that you came up with a play for Arthur Miller, but also you joined the seminar and orchestrated a full seminar and talked about gender equality.
Well, they taught us how to kind of improve on this, and they showed us that the simplest things can actually make the biggest effects. Like if I just go around and talk with people and kind of grow up not having this mindset that women are so much different than men, you kind of grow up into a mindset where you can work with everybody and everybody can work with you. And then wages slowly but surely will start to get equalized. So they taught us that after time this will become easy if we change the mindset of people, especially people from the south, because they're a bit uneducated. But as soon as you educate people on something, they start to then kind of change the mindset, change their bad habits or good habits. They become better people in general. The only reason why kind of equality is worse in the south is because of uneducated people. Not a lot of schools are out there, and not a lot of education gets out there, especially around like the southwest of Egypt. So they taught us that if somehow we get contact with these people, then we should start educate them slowly but surely from different places and different cultures. As here, let's say in Cairo, you can talk with someone online and the internet, but there you have to go to the mosque or meet them somewhere outside of, let's say, church or something like that. And then you can talk with them and start to slowly but surely educate them, change the mindset.
Because we only have 1 minute, let me move on to Malek, but I have to add something that is very important. Before education, there is awareness, because you can go to countries, there is a lot of education, but there is no awareness. And in southern Egypt, there is a lot of awareness, because there is cultural background. But education, I add my voice to yours, and education is very important.
To work on ads and campaigns and how to innovate in them and work in them and to start them, you know.
Exactly. You are working on campaigns. I'm so sorry, you only have 1 minute. So you're working on other campaigns also?
Yes, we're working on a play right now. We have other plays in the school, but ours is called Labyrinth of Secrets. I wrote it, and
you wrote it
I'm
also.
directing.
What is the name?
Labyrinth of Secrets.
Labyrinth of Secrets. Yes. Okay. Will you promise us that you come again, come over to the breakfast and talk to us more about it?
Well, I was glad to meet you. It was very nice to meet you.
Same, my pleasure, my real pleasure meeting you both.
Thank you.
You are amazing gentlemen, and you are full of ideas, and you're very talented guys. I express my admiration to you, and I wish you all the best, inshallah, with your next play. We'll have to end it here, unfortunately, with you. Omar, Wael, you're an actor and you got the first prize in All My Sons. Also, Malek Mageed, you are an actor and a director for All My Sons, and congratulations for the third prize. Thank you, guys, and you have all the best in your next
step. Such a pleasure for us.
Thank you so much, and I guess this brings us to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. Many thanks to all of you, and until we see you again next tomorrow morning, that's a goodbye.